It's a luxury, yeah. You next to me. You forget the history, leading to this chemistry. I register. Is it real enough? Is it deep enough for you? Cause I'm dropping all my guards. There's something I don't do. I'm dropping down my guards. There's something I don't do. Hey, love is cool. Seem like every time I come out, I run into you. Usually I would play with my options, but girl, I'm focused on you. You know what it feels like. Really wanna feel like we can do this shit in real life. All these basic faces, baby, I'm a drifter. But looking at you now, you're the paradigm shifter. I'm talking about a frequency that most just can't tune in. Girl, they out here playing games and we cosmic and mooning. But it's something about the way you hold the room without a word. Got me feeling things I usually see is so absurd. Been traveling the world, seeing baddies and top models back up in the hills. But they all let their mind in, baby, and they only look for the thrill. You're a different kind of high now, baby, more of an expensive taste. I'd be a fool to let you slip through my fingers in ways. So let's cut to the maybe later, and then we'll see how it goes. I want all the secrets you've been keeping that nobody knows. Hey, love is cool. Seem like every time I come out, I run into you. Usually I would play with my options, but girl, I'm focused on you. You know what it feels like. Really wanna feel like we can do this shit in real life. Don't make me wait for it. I usually get what I want, girl, I'll wait for this. Don't make me wait for it. I usually get what I want, girl, I'll wait for this.
Yo, what's up, what's happening, what's popping? Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion Podcast. It's your boy King Bot, KBNG, BAK. With me as always, I got my man Prime. Prime, what's up?
Yo, what's good?
More energy into that, man.
You look mad.
Hey, man, what you
wake the fuck up?
Yo, nigga, long day at work, man.
Bro, it was.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna let you slide. Man. About time late. Hey, first of all, we on time, man. We
always on CP time.
We
man.
always on CP time, man.
Actually, man, we did pretty good. Bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Also with me as always, I got my man D. D, what's up?
What's happening?
Before we get started, people, man, make sure first and foremost y'all hit that merch store. Link is in the description below. We got merch. Also, join the gang.
Gang.
That link is also in the description below, man. Show us some love, man. Support us, man, as we continue to entertain y'all every Tuesday. Are we throwing a Frank today before we get into the sad stuff?
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I don't have any.
All right, for sure. All right, so I want to start off with R.I.P. Reverend Jesse Jackson. R.I.P. to Rev, man. I found out maybe seven this morning, 7-ish this morning. I was watching the news, man. They were putting up, like old pictures of Reverend Jesse Jackson with Martin Luther King, and I was just thinking about, like, they put the dates and stuff up there, man. I was like, yo, these cats have been like social activists my entire lifetime. It's 30 plus years. They've been, social activists for the Black community. And it's like this, it's nuts. It's nuts to think that, they've been doing it for that long. And we're still doing it, still actively in the movement, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't have a lot of the things that we have if it wasn't for, people like Reverend Jesse Jackson. So, as a Black man, I appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. for sure. You got anything else we want to say?
Yeah, shout out to, the people who dedicate their lives to making their community better, man. A lot of people, man, they kind of pretend to, want better for us, but they really have their own self-interest. Jesse Jackson seemed to be one of the genuine ones.
Few genuine.
One of the few genuine ones, and you know, he fought for the right type of causes, man. So we definitely lost a good one.
Dick?
You know, rest in peace, still a great one. Um, you know, you mentioned he's been doing it all your life. He's been doing it all my life too. So that just shows how long he's been doing it. He made it to 80, which is which is up there. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, he spent most of his life defending us and trying to figure out ways to get us into a better position overall. I remember hearing all this stuff, but you know, I mentioned the speech that he made on A Different World.
Right.
I remember hearing that and thought like that was really dope, and it kept me in the mindset of wanting to, you know, just understand that one person can make a difference. If you don't know what I'm referring to, check out YouTube. They're probably on there. Google A Different World, Jesse Jackson speech. Dope speech, talking about you know, how one person makes a difference. You know, whether you believe it or not, each individual act, it makes a difference. Because one thing happens, you know, you protest, eventually you might get what you want. You know, everything makes a difference. People aren't just dying in vain, or if they are, we need to make sure they're not. You know, so
Yeah.
That's one thing that I got from him. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I wish they would. I wish as families we would, you know, do things like back in the day. Everybody, you know, TGI Friday, you know, sit down and watch TV, and those shows would come on. But you know, like still have shows like Different World, Family Matters, and stuff like that, man. I think those shows, you know, aided because they went out on a limb to talk about those particular things. Like Family Matters was talking about police brutality against blacks early on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if y'all remember, man.
Yeah,
It was an episode where
Eddie had
got pulled over, man, and you know his pops was a cop. You know,
defending
Mr.
the
Winslow
cop.
was a cop, man. So he pulled up on him at the diner and was like, "Yo, what if I had your son out there like that? You know what I'm saying? That's my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, boom, boom." So I thought, you know,
They villainize being woke.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why we don't see those programs anymore, because anything that goes against the grain isn't highlighted. You know, and you know, it's negative now for us to be able to think on our own and go against just being sheep.
Yeah.
You know, we traded being woke for accepting fake news.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's gonna be hard to pull ourselves out of this shit, bro.
Yeah, man. It's a long road we battle, man. It's a long road we battle. Okay. Oh. All right. So J. Cole's first week numbers have come in. So right now, first week numbers. 28. 280,000.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah, for first week, putting him at I think that puts him at number 5 consistently in hip hop to do numbers like that first week. So shout out to Cole, man.
Yeah, no, shout out to him.
Shout out to Cole, man. Definitely a great project, man. I've had a chance to go and listen to it 3 times now? Yeah. 3 times now. So, you know, I got my producer ear off, I got my consumer ear off, and now it's just the enjoyable listen, man. So yeah, man, I'm happy for Cole, man.
Yeah, you know, it is one of those albums that grows on you. Like the more you listen to it, and you know, I do believe that Cole was a part of some of the production and beat making and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which is probably why some of the beats were kind of the way they were.
Yeah,
but I mean, like the thing about that is, like, you know, it wasn't like the beats were, were bad. Like there was like to me like there was no bad beats. There were no bad songs ever.
It's not like Nas was picking them out.
Right.
God, he picks out some terrible beats.
Shots fired, but well deserved, man. He picked out some terrible beats.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Nas bad, man. Yeah, because I like if you think of like some of Nas's like final projects, it was kind of like yeah, you know he, you know the storytelling, the bars still kind of there, but it's just like, man, you making me this really hard to go back and listen to.
Yeah, man.
Which is interesting. I kind of went back and listened to one of his old projects, and it was better than I remember it being. Yeah. But that's kind of how it is with these, you know, artists, where it's like you kind of like you really got to give it a hard listen to, you know, get it to really enjoy this. You know, not. You know, it's not a lot of those like bops joints where it's just like, oh, it's gonna be all over the radio and
no. But if you're looking for that from Nas, you're not gonna get.
Yeah. And you know, and it was to me, this was kind of similar. I've heard some people even compare this album to saying this is Cole's Mr. Morale, which I don't quite agree with that, but I can understand the similarities there. As far as it was like a real more personal album to him.
Yeah.
Versus like made for the masses kind of.
Okay. All right. Well, we can not compare some shit to somebody that's currently out. Like compared to somebody who's, you know, who was out. Like you could have compared it to one of Hove's albums. Like, you know what I'm saying, where it was a personal Hove album. Like Mr. Moore, come on, man. Like, it shows how your depth of hip hop and where it lies. But
well, you know, they want to do the Kendrick Cole thing, obviously. But I did see that getting put out there, and people like it was like one of the, like some of the top comments on some of the reviews and songs they put that out there. I get it, but I ain't gonna do Cole like that because mess around, man. Like good album, boy. It's just a tough listen, man. It's a good album, but it's a tough listen, man. But no, shout out to 280 in the first week, especially for this not to be it's not very commercial type album. 280 is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Man.
Yeah, because I mean, like that's pretty good, and if I'm Cole, I'm real happy because like I said, I don't see too many like big radio bangers on there. So like, you know, obviously that 2-6 joint might, you know, get some radio plays, but I feel like that Only You could get some radio plays too, man. Maybe I think it's one of those. I think that might be a song that's gonna hit the radios later. That's my feeling. But I think he's, you know, some of that stuff is gonna get on there.
Yeah, I like that Life Sentence thing. I don't think that's gonna make the radio.
I like Life Sentence. I think Legacy and Only You is better though. As far as
radio.
Yeah, because if you go back and listen to them, because both, if you look at the Legacy, Life Sentence, and Only You, they're all like relationship songs. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess like love songs, I guess. But Life Sentence is pretty good. Personally, I would go with Legacy. I would go with Legacy or Only You, and the only reason because I don't know how that the whole using DMX for the hook versus like an original like hook. You get what I'm saying? I don't know how well that plays. I don't know what you thought about that, Russ, as far as the using the DMX hook for the hook.
I actually liked it. I thought it was dope.
But yeah, I don't know if that's gonna, you know, but yeah, I would go personally. I would say Legacy or Only You. I think that has a little bit more of a bop.
I got you.
Any other thoughts?
J. Cole is awesome. I mean, yeah, it was awesome. I can't. I don't listen to music like y'all do.
Yeah.
Because once I hear a song, I just put that bitch on repeat. Oh, I owe y'all $1. But I put it on repeat.
That might be first one of the year.
Yeah, it's my first one of the year.
First one of the year.
Yeah, I'll put it on repeat and just ride to that thing until I get to my destination. So it takes me a lot longer to get through albums than it does for y'all. So, but yeah, still a dope album.
Yeah. I get it. We consume music differently.
Yeah, and I would just say, man, congrats to J. Cole, because this is, like, to me, this is a big success. And for this kind of music, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, he brought us real hip hop, and to see it do these kind of numbers is really what you want to see, man, because it just kind of shows that there's still a market for this stuff.
There's still hope for hip hop.
Yeah.
You
know what I mean?
Hope, man.
Now, obviously, there's still that lane for the Drakes of the world, the 21 Savages of the world, but just to have that, you know what I'm saying, that diversity in the game. So it's like, okay, like, sometimes I want to turn up and but also, like, sometimes like keep that real shit. You know what I'm saying? And
you want to listen to the music,
right? Yeah.
Right. For sure. All right. For those of y'all who just came in, we appreciate y'all. Hey, look, we got merch. The link is in the description below. Make sure you get that merch. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along, though. Keeping the music, keeping it hip hop. Battle rapper Geechi Gotti gets arrested on drug charges. Now, I'm gonna say this, right?
Dumbass.
I think. Come on, man. I'm gonna say this. So, for those of y'all who don't know, album rap culture and battle rap culture is two different things, right? So these battle rappers still work regular jobs, majority of the time. Like, music is not paying 100% of their bills, right? So a lot of them are actually doing like the things that they're rapping about, right? But on the other hand, when do you stop? You know what I'm saying? When do you stop and become a brand? When do you stop and become, you might have a hand in it, but you're not directly involved. You know what I'm saying? When do you become, essentially a boss in a sense to, all right, well, shit still needs to move out here, but however, you know what I'm saying, I got my mans in them working on
the bank. The only way you can be hands off is if you the bank. He banks that shit.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to talk about, man. Like, and then a lot of the times, a lot of these battle rap cats actually do have good jobs. There's a couple of them that I know that have good jobs. So why are you still out there like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put yourself out? It's like you have to do this little bit extra to earn this street cred to get up on that stage and rap. No, bro, just rap. I promise you, just rap, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can out rap your opponent, because it's always going to be something they can say about you. It's playing the dozens. That's really all it is. It's playing the dozens and making the words rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really all it is. It's like, who got the harder diss, I think it's kind of crazy that he's getting arrested, you know what I'm saying, with, especially with dealing with drugs and shit like that. But, at the end of the day, man, like, it's got to be a line drawn, right? You got to become a brand at a certain point in time, or just not have that be your persona in battle rap. Because it's a lot of cats that's a brand. That's not their persona in battle rap. You look at Loaded Lux, that's not his persona in battle rap. You look at I can't say Surf, because Surf is currently locked up. You look at what's the white boy? Anderson Barris from Raleigh. You know what I'm saying? You look at Anderson Barris, that's not his protocol, you know what I'm saying? And he's out rapping a lot of them, So I don't know. But I wanted to get you guys' take on, like, do you think it's really a difference between the battle rap culture or battle rappers and mainstream album rappers? And what do you think the difference is?
Like, as far as like
the personas. Yeah, the personas. Yeah.
I think battle rap is leaning towards the drill rapping. I think battle rapping is the reason why drill rapping even exists. because a lot of battle rappers like really go through this stream of talking about guns and killing and killing, and they might reword it in a clever way or whatever, but it's like it's all violent.
Yeah.
Just like the drill music. But I need more details. Like, did he get caught with Wade? Like, what how did he get arrested? Somebody snitched on him? Like, what happened?
I actually don't have all the details, and I think information is still coming out.
Okay.
Because when I saw the article, it just kind of caught me. It was like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? He got arrested. He got arrested for possession of drugs. But they really didn't go in depth and they probably don't have all the information, because I think the photos that they have of him is from his first appearance hearing. So they're not going to have everything. Everything is allegedly speculation. Like, nothing's going to be kind of set in stone until he actually goes to trial. So he's just been arrested and given a bond if he got a bond.
So let me say this, and then I'll let Prime speak. Unfortunately, our culture glorifies the stupidity, and because of that, like back in the day, niggas used to sell so they can get some money so they can move out the hood. Now people sell drugs so they can stunt and be the man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I called him a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Because you have an opportunity to do more and be more, and you wasted it because you wanted to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, at a certain point in time, you got to stop the street shit, especially if you got some business to handle. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to do both. You don't know many people that's been able to do both successfully. So like once you get to I understand, you know what I'm saying, you got to get money, you got to grind, but you're supposed to use that to put you on a foundation to where you can go and stay straight.
Yes.
But otherwise, they don't mind you getting the money because they can always tax you on the arrest and reap all your shit. So they don't mind you doing that. You just gotta have that mindset to where you leave this shit alone. Like there has to be an end game with this drug game.
Yeah, I think
and people don't have that.
I think with the in the drug game, right? They give you just enough rope for you to fucking hang yourself. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I look at it like this, right? You see maybe the old school niggas that's a little bit older than us, right? Ones that's been locked up, was in the dope game, whatever. And it's like, damn, y'all guys didn't watch Goodfellas, y'all ain't watched Godfather, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit that came out like while y'all was actively pushing. Like even these cats got hemmed up. You know what I'm saying? Like if they was hemming up Italians, right? And then we could say for millennials and the generations after us, you know what I'm saying, American Gangster. Frank Lucas even got caught. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like it's some of the most well-off dope dealers that I know that's never been to prison that actually live in the city, right? Because they got out of the game and they didn't feed into the greed. The greed is what get them caught up. You know what I'm saying? That greed to want more and have more and do more. Hey fam, put in the work for your brand. You know what I'm saying? If you do that, then you ain't got to worry about selling dope no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the game though. Like, and for whatever reason, we started to accept this culture of just, this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all in the music. It's all in everything you see when you step out your door. If you stay in urban areas, you know what I'm saying? Like certain neighborhoods where they got gangs and stuff, this is how they live. So embracing life outside of that becomes difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah, true that.
Like, and honestly, to even believing there's a life outside of that is difficult.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see that shit and it's like, nah, I can't even rock with that. That shit, it don't look right. It don't feel right. Because I'm used to being on that side of the railroad tracks.
I get you.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as far as the persona thing, like, I don't think there's much of a difference between battle rappers and regular rappers, man. I think because even if you battle rapping, you don't necessarily have to have this hood persona to compete in that realm.
And let me say this, a lot back in the day, well, even now, you know what I'm saying, most of the niggas that's rapping about this shit, they not the ones putting in the work.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to do none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can just legit rap about like half of the industry.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing with Rick Ross and
being a CEO.
Being a CEO, right? And the way you get that shit off is just like, I'm telling the stories of the people in the hood. You don't have to be the stories about you. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is I think they just lack the imagination to really compete without having to like come off as like some drug lord. Most think they're invincible is what caused them to be arrested, and forgets that it should be a stepping stone in life instead of their entire life. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
And I think part of it is when they get away with it a few times, they think like, oh, I got it figured out. When really
you don't.
They own you.
They've been watching you since day one.
They own you, and they waiting for you to make that same thing. To make that, you know what I mean? They're like, okay, we know what you're doing now,
but we want the person above you.
Yeah,
you're right.
So we want to make sure we put you in a situation to where you can't say no to this.
Right. Or like you would have a system, and the system you're able to get away with the system, but now they know about the system. So now they're waiting for you to do it again so they can catch it on camera.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So. Or they just need you to do it again, but they need you to do it while their informant is there. You get what I'm saying?
Or they just need you to do it more than once.
Yep.
So they can build a pattern.
Once
they build that pattern, it's over for you. It's over for you.
And that's the thing, right? A lot of times they think, oh yeah, I'm getting away with it. Nah, they're building a case, and so it's like you gotta understand that there's like you just gotta. Take your money and go, man. Almost like a casino, bro.
Yeah.
Like get up and get out, man. Don't sit here and keep rolling the dice. And that's the other thing is like they don't realize, and obviously it's quick money, it's easy money, it's non-taxable. Like I get the appeal, but you also gotta understand, man. It's like it's not even really worth that risk. So I mean, shoot, man. I know it was this white dude who was an actor, man. He was out here moving like major weight. And I'm like, what the? I can't remember his name, but I don't know if you heard that. But anyway.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some dude, well-known actor, was moving major weight. And I'm like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like,
to find out who that is.
Yeah, no, I gotta go back and look it up. It was like some years ago, but I was like, God damn. But it's just, like people, they might have some money, but then they see like, okay, this could be an avenue for even greater money or easier money, and it's like, bro,
you an actor, bro. You can literally set your price for movies. Fam, get out of here, yo. Get out of here, yo. All right, bro. We gotta get out of here, man, because this is getting a little crazy. But we're gonna keep it on music though. So Summer Walker friends are upset at her meet and greets. So Summer Walker. Did you hear why?
Yeah.
So Summer Walker does not like to be touched, right? So mind you, right? Put yourself in the mindset of this artist, right? You are at a meet and greet. So you maybe have 60 to 70 people per meet and greet at every fucking show on your tour. Fam, I wouldn't want that many people touching me. Like I'm weird about strangers touching. I'm worried about dapping random niggas up. Nigga, I give you a fist bump quick as hell. Yeah, that's real quick, nigga. Yeah, like I don't know where the fuck your hands been. You know what I mean? Niggas go to the bathroom and not wash their hands, nigga. Like, yo, fam, this shit is nasty out here, bro.
That shit's scary.
Yo, I don't blame Summer Walker, and y'all fans are sick. Fam, if she don't want to touch you like that at the meet and greet, if she just want to stand next to you and just stand next to her and get the picture. You know what I'm saying? You pay for a picture with her, as well as you pay for a picture with her, as well as a you know what I'm saying, whatever, like 2-minute conversation or whatever. You got what you paid for. Get the fuck out of there. Like, they was in an uproar of, and then she had to over explain and say, like, even with my parents, I give them church hugs. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all. If she don't like being touched, why force yourself to touch her? It's crazy. I don't know, man.
I can see both sides because at the same time, man, if you're
You
worried
could have did that shit. You shouldn't even had that shit if you feel like you don't want to be that close to people.
Thank you. That's what I was kind of getting.
Could have did a Zoom meeting.
All right, bro. All right.
Because here's what I'm saying.
All right, bro. All right.
She doesn't have to do the meet and greet. Now
She does have to do the meet.
she does.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. But continue your story. Continue your point.
Okay. She doesn't have to do the meet and greet.
Okay.
But she's doing it for the money. You taking these people on the other side. You taking these people hard-earned money. Breezy charging what, 1,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you see Breezy, they on his lap, they doing all type of stuff. They paying $1,000. That's a lot of money in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm paying, I don't know how much she charges, but if I'm paying a certain amount of money, you know what I mean? I would at least want to get
some kind of interaction.
some kind of you get what I'm saying?
Let's say it's $500 for the meet and greet, right? We don't know how much her meet and greet prices are. Let's just say it's $500 for the meet and greet.
Bruh, you're a cameraman. You've been at places where they have models. Guys come up, grab her on the waist, take the picture.
Yeah.
If you charge me $500 and I didn't like some of that stuff was free, I can't just come grab her on the waist and take a quick picture and you go act all standoffish after I paid the $500. I mean, I wouldn't pay that $500 anyway. Yeah. But if I paid the $500,
I'd be a little
upset. Yeah, I would be a little upset, man. I paid $500, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like at least Chris Brown, like he doing all kind of weird, crazy pros. You know, shout out to him. I'm not saying
he's taking pictures. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying Summer Walker has to do what Chris Brown does. No. Chris Brown goes above and beyond, and kudos and kudos to him for that because he's giving them like real memories. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so she doesn't have to do that. Just to be clear.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
Yeah, but at the same time, to like for fans to pay their hard-earned cash, show up to see your ass, and for you to act all standoffish, like, bro, you can just be like, here's some sanitizer, wipe your hands. All right, come on. Like, if you on that type.
Yeah. Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that. No, I definitely can get with that point, right? So, all right, boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, who the fuck is calling me, yo, fam? Yo, I'm about to cuss this person out. Yo, fam, stop calling my fucking phone, man. I ain't got no approval for shit. Shut the fuck up.
They heard you got money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I made that post on fucking Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You pull up to the you get your tax refund, you pull up to the McDonald's and show the ass how much. You said how much the French fries? Nah, how much is the franchise? You know what I mean? As soon as I made that post, they started calling me, man. They watching my Facebook, man. I knew it, yo. But no, I definitely get your point. You know what I'm saying, for sure. Oh, we got one.
Said they should be glad she allowed them in her personal space. That's all they do at a book meet and greet is then next with the book in between.
At a book meeting,
but it depends. Okay, my question is this a free thing? Because book meet and greets, you buy the book and then you take a little picture.
No, these are meet and greets for a tour.
We kind of responded to that.
Yeah. So I was responding to her comment about the book. But you buy the book and then you take a little picture. I'm saying is if they're I don't know how much they're paying. But if they're paying,
they ain't paid $500 for that book.
But yeah. But if they're paying anywhere near what Chris Brown be charging, or if it's even half that, $500, what I'm saying is, no, like obviously if it's free or I pay like $20, like how much are books? Like 20, like
about $20,
$20-$30 at the max. Cool, I'm totally with you. But if I'm paying $500, no, I'm not just gonna be happy with a foot in between us while we no, man, that could have been Photoshop.
Yeah. You're right. But however, to your point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know because I wasn't there, right? But I'm imagining in my mind. All right, she doesn't want to touch you, but she's getting close enough to you to where it's like, oh shit, you were actually there. You have a picture with Summer Walker. You know what I'm saying? I've been to different places and seen like different celebrities in the vicinity, and there's certain celebrities that won't even dap you up, that won't even give you a pound. You know what I'm saying? That won't take a picture with
That's
you.
not a meet and greet though.
No, but
this-
hold on. Just hear me out, right? So in meet and greet settings, right? I've been to a couple meet and greets, and there are cats that will go above and beyond and do the Chris Brown, but there are also cats that are standoffish. That are like, hey, bro, respectfully, man, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't do the daps. Just, you know, pound me up and we can stand next to each other. And oh shit, all right, cool, nigga. Like, I'm cool. Yeah, whatever. You know.
My only question is, how much did they pay? Was it free? Because I've been to a lot of meet and greets.
Yeah.
Where it's free or like $20-$40, right?
Yeah.
Or like you like you said, you buy a book, right?
Yeah.
I'm cool with that if that's what it is. But if
anything
it's $500,
$100 or more, I need to be able to be in your personal
that's
your personal space is crazy.
No,
I get you.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you. Yeah,
because,
I think
because it's like,
because that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the access to the person.
right.
So if you're not getting that access, then what's the purpose of it?
I think
And that's why I made the joke about it being a Zoom meeting.
Right, like, bro, like, I paid $500. I can't shake your hand, my nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I paid $500, man. You gonna risk this COVID, my nigga.
Oh my
For $500, you risking this COVID, bro.
You gonna give them one of them Marlon Wayans hugs?
Yeah, nigga, like, I ain't telling you to kiss me or we ain't gotta sleep together, but I'm like, bro, for $500, you risking this COVID, bro. Like, what's up, bro?
Come on, man. All right, yeah, okay, but I do agree.
The price makes the difference.
I do agree that the price makes a
Yeah,
difference. So now I can't remember how much those Buddy and ASAP tickets cost. I can't remember, but I know it was only like 3 tiers of tickets. So you had the general admission, you had the VIP, and then you had the VIP with the meet and greet. Like, so I'm assuming the way ticket prices go at this particular venue, man, it might have been in $30 increments. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when I met Buddy, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't even take a picture with Buddy at the meet and greet because I didn't know who he was until he got on stage and performed his song. I met the nigga outside with Westside Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw Westside Boogie there. I saw him with Buddy. I was like, oh shit, I want to speak to Westside Boogie because he wasn't at the meet and greet. That's who I really came to this show for. I'm getting a picture with him, and Buddy just happened to be there and take the picture with us. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So we got some comments said. First, Tanya says, then they shouldn't do a meet and greet. Just pass out signed pictures. Okay. Next one says, I'm from around the way. I'm living with something complicated. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. There's different ways people do meet and greets.
Yeah.
Like for instance, Comic Cons, right? You'll have like the person. They're behind the table, and they may be, you know, having pictures and signing. And if you want, they'll take a picture, but they're still behind the table.
Still behind the table.
And then boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she should set it up that way, or whatever. So
there's no misunderstanding.
So there's no misunderstanding, but it needs to be like known what it is before someone comes, spends $500 expecting to get a hug. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I think, you know,
some people are willing to pay that money just to get that access, because they can say, I actually hugged Summer Walker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as it's lined out, like, I don't care what she does, but just line it out, and it need to be price appropriate. Because you get what I'm saying. Because I'm with D, bro. Like, if it's, you know, if it's 100 or more, like, I need. You better at least shake my goddamn hand. Something, bro. They gotta be some kind of contact.
100 or more for skin to skin contact is wild. Y'all boys are sick, yo.
100 or more, man. 100 or more.
Oh my god, man. All right. We're gonna keep it on music real quick, man. All right. So I sent y'all the list of Nicki Minaj betrayals. I can't pull it up on my phone right now. Can one of y'all pull it up from the chat? I sent a list. Nicki Minaj put out a list on Twitter of her betrayals. The people that have betrayed her. The list is wild. I'm gonna just say she's off her fucking rocker, yo. The list is wild.
Okay.
Can you read the list?
I'll read the list. So this has got to be verified, but it
came on her account, bro. She deleted it, but you know the internet. They got the screenshot. They got the proof.
It says Drake, Timothy Chalamet, Cardi B, Jay-Z, Rosa fucking Parks, Lizzo, My Barbs, Meek Mill, Jeffrey Epstein, Bad Bunny, Remy Ma, Steve. Who the fuck is Steve Harrington? Bro, like Safari, SpongeBob, Out of Pocket News, Lil Wayne, and Somber. I don't even know who the fuck that is. Bro.
All right, so let's talk about the elephants on that list. Fucking SpongeBob. How did SpongeBob betray you, Shorty? Like I need to know. I need to know. I need to understand. How did Rosa Parks betray you? I need to know. I need to understand. She's not even living right now. Like, how did she betray you?
Yeah,
I think she's off her meds.
No, I think it's just a classic rage-based post. You know how to, get that attention by saying, certain things that's going to have people talking about her. Like that's going to, it's talking about this as opposed to her talking about all that other shit she's doing on that world tour with that lady.
What lady?
Kirk.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my god,
I can't remember her
That
name.
turning point shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, some people, like, she's mastering the art of making sure that the camera stays on her for whatever reason.
She's doing the Trump. She's doing the weave,
Mhm.
weave tactic. Oh, it's coming together. It's coming together. I got you. Yeah.
She learned from the great one.
Yeah. From your boy.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it seems more like a Kanye type move. Just out here saying the wild shit. I don't put like this whole listing. I mean, I don't put much stock into the shit. So, I mean, yeah,
I did a rage bait post.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hardly take much of it serious. But I mean, I am kind of surprised because she's just like leaning like all the way into it. Like I thought it was gonna end with the I can't remember her name, the Charlie Kirk's wife. Yeah. I thought it was gonna end with that, but like she's still going with this stuff. So yeah, man. More power to it, man.
Yeah, man.
I ain't got nothing.
Nicki Minaj is crazy, man.
Yeah,
and the barbs that still follow her are crazy. But you know who's not crazy? People who join the gang.
Gang.
Okay, I was waiting for it. Yeah, go ahead, join the gang. The link is in the description below. I'm trying to do senseless plugins through this whole podcast. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just the start and the finish. You know what I'm saying? All right. Stephen A. Smith for president. Go ahead and put the camera on you, sir. Tell us about it.
Why? That's all I gotta say. Why? Why is this even a topic? Why? How does a guy with no credentials even get put out there as a presidential candidate? Why, as African Americans, do we allow people that have no business running for president even get radio play for this shit? And I'll tell you why. To separate the Democratic votes. Because there are going to be some people that's going to vote for this man just because he from New York and loud and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Which way should we see you?
Yeah. And whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't know anything about politics. He's not a lawyer. He doesn't have that pedigree. He's a sports commentator, sports writer, sports reporter. How does this translate into politics? You ever notice, like, the thing that bothers me most than anything, like, we, for whatever reason, always end up having these black entertainers in position to where they're mouthpieces for our politics. And I don't like that shit. Have y'all noticed that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing that Malcolm X talked about. It's like, in the black communities, like our leaders are like singers, dancers, athletes, versus like,
knowledgeable people,
politicians,
that can actually make
professors, scholars, stuff like that,
teachers, philanthropists. Yeah. I mean, shit, bro. Like when Arnold was running for governor. I was just like, yo, fam, what? And he got it. And then when Trump ran for president the first time, I said, he's going to get it. I said, he's going to get it. I said, first of all, y'all already let the U.S. of California elect a governor that was a movie star. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to turn around and put this reality TV star Because that's all I knew Trump as at the time.
That's what it is.
That's all. I mean, that's personally because I didn't.
You didn't see him in Home Alone?
Yeah, I saw him at Home Alone, but I'm not counting that. What I'm counting was you're fired. Like that's what I knew him from. You know what I'm saying? Like adult me knew him from that. Adult me at that time knew him from that. Now I know him for grabbing the right in the pussy. And it's terrible that we allowed this to happen.
But see, to your point, right, about the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Donald Trumps. That's why I'm not mad at Stephen A. Because he doing what they doing. Mm-hmm. These niggas ain't got no political background. They're not like super knowledgeable.
Shouts out to Miss Williams. Thank you for becoming a member.
But yeah, these people have no political background. And the problem, to me, is with the system itself that would even allow for these kind of people. It's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
It is a popularity contest.
He's not even that popular though. That's what I'm saying. Like, how did he get the idea that he was big enough to win a popularity contest?
But
and that's why I say I think he's just designed to take away legitimate votes from a legitimate Democratic candidate. Because he already said if he runs, he's going to be on the Democratic side.
Well,
which is crazy.
Yeah, from what I said, see, that's the whole problem with the system, right? Because if you listen to him, he says he's a centrist, but you can't win as a centrist with the system that we have set up. I don't think he's actually going to run. I think his goal is to be he wants to do the moderator. He wants to moderate the debates. I think that's what his ultimate goal is, and so he's trying to position himself to kind of be in that. And here's the thing, man: when you make a lot of money and you have a whole bunch of money, you know what? The only thing that's like missing, power, political power. Because you can have a lot of money, but there's some things that money can't buy.
Yeah.
And do you think he got that money though? Like, because
he got $100 million contract.
Yeah, bro.
$100 million contract. He got bread, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, he ain't.
Take more money than
that. No. Well, so obviously he's.
But it ain't nothing for him to pick up the super PACs, bro. Right. He can pick up a couple super PACs and his campaign be good.
Right. I mean, obviously, donors and stuff like that. I don't think he's actually gonna run. But obviously, you need donors and all kind of stuff. People, like you said, those super PACs, once those companies. Because that's the thing with the politicians, man.
You think Disney ain't gonna give him a bag? You think Disney ain't gonna give him a bag?
Yeah.
You think Disney ain't made or broke somebody's campaign? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean So I don't think anyone. But see, here's the thing, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like me personally. I'm not gonna knock him because when I don't know about you guys. When I heard Donald Trump was running for president, I thought it was a joke. Didn't you? You thought it was serious? I thought that shit was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, bro, there is no way. Because I remember Obama was out there clowning him.
I knew it was serious because Obama was the president. And the thing was, it was jokingly said, you know what I'm saying, like Obama was one extreme. So in order to counter that extreme, they had to go to the other extreme in the other direction. And that's why when they mentioned Trump, I knew that shit was going to be true. And I knew he was going to win.
Well, that's amazing foresight from you because the way I was looking at it was, I knew he would run,
get her done,
but I didn't think that like they would like legit like take him seriously.
Turn into a cult.
When
you didn't see the cult forming before the presidency.
When he won the ticket, that's when I said.
When he won the ticket, I'm saying before he was selected. Yeah. Once the Republicans got on board, and then I was like, oh wait, this shit is serious. That's when I knew. But like before, like I didn't know like the Republicans were gonna hop on the bandwagon like that. Stephen A. Smith. I mean, there's no real avenue here because he's not for the Democrats. He's nowhere near liberal enough to even like make that kind of like. I don't even know. I mean, to me, the Democrats are still split. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why we lost to Trump this time. I think we're still split down.
And that's all I was saying, that he's just gonna be a name to help with the split to give the Republicans the dub, because they gonna vote for them people, and I think he's just a name in there that might just take away some precious votes from a legitimate Democrat.
But all right, so are we gonna have this real conversation? Because the problem is, it's like what do the Democrats like really stand for? What do we really unite behind? Because here's the thing, right? It seems like we will unite against Trump, but what are we uniting for? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's next? You know,
right? Yeah,
It's like fuck Trump, but now what? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. You know, we still stuck on fuck Trump,
right? And to me too, like the party is kind of torn in between, because you have like the Bernie Sanders, AOC type Democrats, and then you have like the Democratic Socialist type Democrats, and then you have like the status quo Democrats, like the Joe Bidens and the Kamala Harrises, where it's like they're basically like, oh, we're just not on that crazy shit that Trump is on, but it's still gonna be status quo. And then you have the Democrats who are like, oh, like the Bernie Sanders and the AOCs who are like really trying to
change shit,
reconstruct things. And I don't think that, I think that's a huge divide and base, because, like me, I was team Bernie, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanted some real drastic change. Yeah. And so, I think the DNC needs to realize that I don't think people are looking for the status quo. We're not, and the other thing is that whole Israel shit. You know what I'm saying? I think the way Kamala played that was very terrible. I mean, she did come out and later on speak after that, but you can't, like, once you say something,
you can't stop that.
You now it's like, are you saying this because you're losing votes now?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, something is like can't be unsaid. And there were some,
especially not in this day and age.
Right, and there were some Democratic candidates who weren't as popular, who spoke more vehemently against these wars. And so it's like, yeah, they need, the Democrats need to figure it out. They need to figure it out ASAP. I mean, thankfully for them, Trump is, when he's old, he's super old. He's basically Sleepy Joe now. So he's sleepy.
Yeah, what's that shit on his hand, man?
Yeah,
what's that shit on
sleepy
his
Trump.
hand,
It's funny, he talked all that shit about Joe Biden. Now he's like falling asleep. So he's even if he tried to run for a third term, he's old. He can't make it. No.
Oh wait, can we talk about how he be falling asleep when niggas be talking directly to him? He be like, yeah, that's like the funniest thing. Like he literally looks like somebody's dad who's like falling asleep, like they just got off of work, they work 16 hours, and they just try to, the mom is talking to them about shit the kids did today. He's like, like, nigga, you are not paying attention.
All I'm saying,
we are talking about weapons of mass destruction, nigga. You are not paying attention. Stay alert.
Yeah, to me, man, this whole Stephen A. Smith thing is just a sign of like how the Democrats need to you guys need to like drastically get it together and do some common sense shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't set yourself up for failures,
right? And
try to like cater to certain things. Don't allow men and women's sports, biological men and women's sports. A lot of Democrats, they have a problem just saying those kind of simple things. And so it's like they're so tight about, like, this is common sense thing, right? But they're so tight about like upsetting their certain bases, and that's not the majority of your base. You get what I'm saying? So it's like they get
what would be too out of pocket to actually have that conversation, man?
About the biological men playing in female sports?
Just transgenders in general. Would we be out of place to talk about that?
No.
I heard some disturbing news today, and I actually do want to talk about it.
Okay, talk about it.
All right, hold on. Let me do my little 1-2 real quick, man. We're gonna talk about this shit.
But
man.
and while you do that, I'll talk. But
how should I word it, man?
Well,
Transformers.
Okay, there you go. But yeah, like here's the thing, right? Where it's like a lot people
They them.
right, but see, like this is what I'm saying. It's like this, to me, right? A topic such as um what is a woman? A topic such as should biological men play in female sports? These are slam dunk, like easy, like that's easy to answer to me, right?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And as a Democrat, they struggle with this because they know what type of base they're. But to me, those are people on the far, far left. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's a small amount of your base. And so, just like say that common sense stuff to get like those people who are in the middle, the people who are not willing to vote, to kind of like come on. It's a small thing, like to me, like because obviously there's bigger issues than the trans stuff, right? I think we all understand that. But like these are like slam dunk issues where it's like for whatever reason they like struggle answering that stuff, and I feel like that's where they kind of lose people. And then it's like now, you know what I'm saying? Now they're like, okay, well, what is this person saying, right? Where on the Republican side, they can answer those easy type questions, but then like they'll sneak in some other bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. I get you. Switch gears real quick since we on this, man. We're gonna talk about. So I heard a disturbing story, man. It was a dad at at their kids' hockey game. Okay. Right? So it's family setting, high school hockey game, right? The dad came in, killed the ex-wife. I think he wounded the grandparents, and one of the kids died on the way to the hospital, and he killed himself. Later on, it was revealed he was a transformer. You know, not a one of the burly looking ones, like yeah. I'm gonna say this, and y'all might disagree with me. I honestly don't give a shit. Before somebody goes through that procedure, they need to undergo severe and thorough mental health analysis. I'm just putting it out there, man. Because if you have the thought in your mind as a man to chop off your dick, if you have a thought as a woman to close up your cooch and try to grow a dick, fam, something is mentally wrong with you. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't give a fuck what people do, right? Just don't bring that shit around me and mine, right? But those who sympathize with that too, y'all might be off y'all rocker a little bit too. Because honestly, if you don't think that shit is a mental health condition, you are out of your fucking mind. Is something wrong upstairs? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. You can't be your true self. What? It's gotta be something wrong upstairs, yo. Dude literally came through, killed his ex-wife, sent one of his kids home to God as well. You know what I'm saying? Wounded the grandparents and then offed himself. Does that not scream mental health crisis?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is too, man. It's like because this being Transformers, because this is such a sensitive topic. I feel like we can't have honest conversations about this whole thing, and you know, a lot of times, you know, when people speak out against some of the stuff, man, you know, obviously they're like transphobic, you hate, you know, certain people. What people don't understand is that a lot of these people, they have psychological issues before they even go through the process. The process. Right. So it's like they do need a lot of therapy, not necessarily to be like, hey, don't do this, but to me, it's don't do this, but like not necessarily don't do that, but like let's figure out like why do you really feel like you need to go through this? They are supposed to go through therapy. That's a part of the process before surgery, but it's probably not long enough for adults. They mostly focus on kids, teens for mental health purposes. And see. Here's the thing, right? This is so new that we don't even know like the lasting effects, right? So let's say like, okay, therapy for a month, therapy for 2 months, therapy for like, how do you know? Like, you get what I'm saying? Right. And I'm not an expert on this, but a lot of this, you know, from what I heard is basically they have a sit down for like, you know what I'm saying, like a couple weeks, and then they, you know what I mean, like they talk to them for a couple weeks, and then they go through with the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, the problem is like, you know, when you're talking with a therapist who's really just trying to like affirm what you already believe, you know, that's kind of,
they're getting paid X amount of dollars, right? Because they have a PhD or a doctorate in psychology,
right.
and you want to do something that's actually they get some kind of residual kickback from. Yes, they're going to go ahead and be like, you know what? Yeah. Do you feel like a woman? Then you should go ahead and do it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Right. So here's the thing, right? A lot of them feel they're born in the wrong body. Yeah, absolutely. But see,
that's a mental health issue. That's a fucking mental health issue.
So all right. So here's the thing, right? There was a study conducted in Canada, and this was like a while ago. This was like maybe like 10, 15 years ago, before like, you know, surgery had gotten better and like all the, you know, sex changes were happening. So what they found was that 90% of the people who had body dysmorphia or gender dysmorphia would eventually, by the time they became an adult, and they were studying teens, by the time they became an adult, that 90% of them like settled and became okay with the body
that they were in.
Mm-hmm. But 80% of those people would just turn out to be gay. So they were gay, and I guess, you know, they had, because they were gay, I think there was some kind of link there between their body. I just feel it should be a requirement to tell people, because you have other people questioning their sexuality because they see one thing, but in reality you truly aren't, and it's just somebody just that's a whole nother story. I don't know if we want to go down.
I don't want to jump down that rabbit hole. I got a story behind that too. I don't even want to jump down that rabbit hole, man.
But to my point about that study in Canada is that when they did not affirm their idea that they needed to change their sex, when they just tried to like help them become comfortable, by the time they reach adulthood, 90% of those people were settled and were okay with the fact that, you know, they came to the realization that this is the body that I should be in, right? I mean, motherfucker, like I wish I was 6'4". Like I wish I had a LeBron body, you know what I'm saying? But I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not sitting here like, oh my God, like I gotta just like pow myself because I'm not in LeBron James' body. Like, no, like
my facial hair doesn't connect, so I gotta
like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, like, yeah, like I you know, inside I feel like I'm 6'8" LeBron James, but like, no, you're not though, and it's okay. You get what I'm saying? If I was going around telling everybody, man, in the inside, I'm 6'8" LeBron, so I might have to get surgery. I'm gonna have to break my leg so I'm 6'8", so I can feel like the person I feel inside. No, you would say, bro, like that's unnecessary, bro. It's okay. Love yourself, and that's the whole thing with the whole body positivity thing. It's body positivity, but then when it comes to this, you know, cutting your dick off or cutting healthy breast off, now it's like, oh, there's no body positivity anymore. So it's kind of weird.
It's backwards.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. These people do have, there is something there, and they need to, like, again, come to terms with it. And like I said, they did a study, and they said 90% of them, like, they came to grips with the fact of the body that they were in, and they accepted the body that they were in. But when you reverse it and you have people saying, okay, yeah, you do need to change, but let's just figure out some things why. You get what I'm saying? Then it's like you're almost like pushing them to a place where it's like, why push them to a place that requires surgery? And you know, for the guys who do
a lot of niggas down to that night.
Hold on. Like a lot of, for the dudes who cut them, they have to like continuously like dilate that like down there because it's an open wound.
Yeah. So
it will close back. It's like, it's not natural. Like it doesn't function like a real vagina would. So it's like they have to continuously like do stuff to make sure that it doesn't close back up. Like that's, I mean, yeah. I don't know, man.
Come on, Mr. Zuckerberg, man. Come on, it's unnatural.
He said, well, do you guys watch the Malik Yoba interview about assigning female at birth topic? I've not seen that.
No, I haven't seen that.
I will check it out, though.
But I haven't seen that either, man. But yeah, man, it was just, you know, That was just a topic. Since we were on that topic of men and female sports. Yeah,
Yeah, but like I said, man, to me these are slam dunk topics, and I don't know. I feel like some people just get it wrong for whatever reason.
All right, moving right along, fellas.
Back to the spotlight. Okay, so I've been having a lot of conversations within the last couple of years with people that always say they don't have a filter. And as a person who truly does not have a filter, my explanation doesn't usually align with their explanation. And what I mean is, a lot of times I feel people use that no filter line as an excuse to be disrespectful. A lot of times when you come across people that say I don't got no filter, usually they
say something disrespectful,
are very disrespectful in their tone and in their words and stuff. So my question is, do you guys feel that when people say they have no filter, that's a mask for them just saying, I like to be disrespectful, but I don't want the accountability for being disrespectful? Because again, as y'all know, I don't have a filter, but I'm not disrespectful. I might say, some stuff that's supposed to stay inside of my head,
right?
But there's no malicious intent behind it.
Right.
It's just the first thing that I thought, and I say it out loud. And that's what I view as a person that has no filter. Somebody that's speaks without thinking all the time. I think a lot of times in this generation, people use that. They actually think about it, and they just use the fact that they don't have a filter as an excuse to be disrespectful. Do y'all feel that way?
I'm going to answer your question, but I also want to say, my thoughts on not having a filter is you're just direct. I'm not giving you something sugar-coated. I'm not going to soften it up for you. I'm just going to give it to you straight, right? So your question was,
do you think people use it as an excuse?
Yes, because people, you can be
direct
without being harsh, right? If you lack the verbal, if you lack the vernacular to be direct without harsh, then say that, right? But don't say that you have no filter. Like, no, it's just when I say stuff, it comes off as disrespectful, and it probably is. Like that's the preference you need to give. I'm direct, but I could be direct without being harsh. Now, if I'm direct and harsh at the same time, I'm meaningly being an asshole. But if I need to tell one of these brothers something and be direct with it, like, hey, bro, like,
tighten up.
Tighten up, bro, because X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I can say it, and not be disrespectful to neither one of them. We're talking like men. It's one man telling another man, hey, bro, tighten up. If I'm talking to one of my homies, hey, bro, tighten up, bro. Tighten up, man. Because what you did back there was some bullshit. Tighten up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Vegas incident. Hey, bro, come on. We out of here, man. We leaving them there. We out of here. I fucked up. Yeah, you fucked up, nigga. Yeah, you fucked up bad. Tighten up. Tighten up, man. But the disrespect, and I mostly see it with females. I mostly see it with females when they say, I ain't got no filter. Okay, well, you don't have no filter. That means you about to say some shit that's liable to get your ass slapped. Because, first of all, watch your mouth. Don't talk to nobody like that. You can be direct without being disrespectful. If you need to say something, you might want to run it past somebody first. You know what I'm saying? Before you might actually need a filter at that point. Because you don't know how to be direct without being disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, to me, when I think of like no filter, I think, the ones that have to say it, they know they are mean, because as a true no filter person, I don't know, something came off harsh sometimes, but I will apologize for the way it came out if it hurts you.
That's me 1,000%.
That's respectful. That's respectful because you can't judge somebody's perception of what you say. You're not responsible for that. You're not responsible for anybody's perception. However, if they voice that, you know what, I know you were direct, but that shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know what? I apologize, but tighten the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it real.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Now, I was just gonna say, man, I think the whole no filter thing just kind of highlights who you are as a person. You get what I'm saying? Because if you just saying what's on your mind, so if you have no filter and you say like a bunch of funny shit, then you just really like you just a funny nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and you just say funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like with you, like you know what I'm saying? Like if the stuff you come off like real direct, because in reality you're just a real direct person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely have to filter myself, man, because I know I could say some shit that but like me,
but you don't use that as an excuse.
I don't use that as an excuse. In matter of fact, I do filter myself. I filter myself quite often, like because I know it can come off disrespectful. Yeah. So for me, like, because I can be a smart ass, like a big smart ass. So like me
too. That's why we both had.
and for me, like I do filter myself. But like to me, like it's no excuse because you're just highlighting who you really are as a person. You get what I'm saying? If you say, "Oh, I got no filter," and you just saying disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying? You just like that's just like who you are as a person, and that's no excuse. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, you still thought that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you that thought probably shouldn't even came into your head. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I will say this, man. You know, I think that a lot of people have been sucked into this. You know, I can't say some niggas is just soft, man. Some niggas is just soft. Some people are just soft, man. And like, I don't get along too well with soft people, man, because I like to joke around. If I throw a joke at you, throw one right back at me. I'ma laugh. You gonna laugh. We gonna laugh. And this is gonna take us into our next topic. But like, honestly, like if I can't joke around with you, or like, you know what I'm saying, have to be hesitant about like, being direct with you because it's like, oh, it's too harsh. It's too harsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just go to the next topic, man, because this is rolling right into that shit, man.
I want to say real quick though, but speaking of filters, bro, when you was talking about like R.I.P. Jesse Jackson, bro, I was holding back doing right after you said that. But I was like, yo, that's not the appropriate time.
It's not the appropriate time.
And I was like, bro, and I was like, I kind of had to hold back because I was like, yo,
that would have been funny.
That would have been funny, but I was like, yeah. It was one of those times, but I was like, I had to filter myself.
Oh my god. All right, so back to what I was saying. See, this is why you gotta, you know what I'm saying, hold it in. Tighten up, Chief. So like, all right, bro, you ever dealt with a female, man, and like, I know us, right? Like we'll sit around and we'll joke with each other, and I'm assuming, right, you want the same or similar banter to like a joint that you kicking it with. No. Like y'all can, you know what I'm saying, like y'all can like throw little jokes at each other, whatever, sure. Right? Yo, I honestly think talking shit is one of my love languages, bro. Because like if I'm able to sit down and like really like not like fully play the dozens, but like, you know what I'm saying, we joke on each other and then we keep it moving, you know what I'm saying, within conversation, that is the best feeling ever, bro. Because it's like the conversation never gets dry. It's like, it's an even balance, even kill. I've noticed that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes with women especially, like they super soft and like not being able to talk back. Like, yo, fam, like talk that shit. Yo, you talk that shit with your girls, talk that shit now. Like, yo, you was just talking shit with your girls. Now when I say something, I'm an asshole. Have y'all ever experienced that?
Here's what I'll say, bro.
Oh, here we go. Pull out the cape.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback, just a little bit.
Pull out the cape.
I feel what you're saying, man, but it's like,
lighthearted, dog.
Here's the thing, bro. Because they like you, like they really like you, like they take like your words like they take it with much more weight. I'm not pulling out the cape. I'm just telling you how they see it. I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying I've been in situations where I've made certain jokes and it was completely like It wasn't in bad taste. Completely lighthearted. Anyone watching would see that I'm clearly joking, but like they can't they can't take it, and so I just had to learn and accept, man, that's how they are, bro. I just had to accept that, man, because I'm like, bro, because I ended up in situations like, bro, like I was just joking, and it's like, what? How? Like, how? Like, I was joking. Like it was so clear,
right?
Like it wasn't even like, how you tell a joke, and it's it's so obvious, like it's not even like a hint of like me being serious. But yeah, BBI for Life says, love being sassy and give it right back to me as a good-hearted a-hole. But you have to know how to do it right. Everyone's humor ain't the same. Okay, well, see, you got someone who's there. But I'm just, it's a slippery slope.
It's a super, super slippery slope because.
Ooh, I got one too. Go ahead, though.
Because this is the thing. Like, I'm an asshole, and I do believe that's one of my love languages too. Like, if I can't fuck with you, I mean, I don't fuck with you. But the slippery slope is you can find yourself in a relationship that you can tell the joke and she gives it right back to you.
Yeah.
But sometimes stuff can be said and the tone is a little bit different. And it's like, okay, is that really a joke or are you really trying to say something? And then it can turn into a competition to where the jokes then return into digs. And I've seen that happen before. So, like I said, it's a slip. I like the lighthearted shit,
right?
But I've also seen it go bad.
See, that's why I think that I'm a tad bit different, because I've seen like witness couples and then the joking turns into an argument.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I have honestly mastered the art of not giving a fuck, right? So like, all right, and I put it like this because when I was
go ahead,
yeah, listen, hear me out, just hear me out. When I was a kid, yeah, I used to be the butt of a lot of jokes. You know what I'm saying? As an adult, I learned how to give them back. And then, like, in my 20s, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the lighthearted joking would turn into arguments. Now, I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever about me. I'm still that nigga at the end of the day. I still wake up and be me at the end of the day. So, whatever you can't say nothing to me that's going to break my spirit. I'm still going to laugh, joke, smile, and keep moving. And I feel like, not a lot of people are on the same accord, right? A lot of people tie into the lighthearted joke and turn it into arguments. And it's like, fanboy, you got to have some kind of balance, man. You got to have fun somewhere.
I am giving major pushback. First, let's get to these comments.
Right. Which one you want to start with?
I think, depending on... Okay. Raina says, depending on the female, most are sensitive to the jokes. Just a handful that can actually take it, and that most of the time be the homie. Yeah. Maybe it's a northern thing. I don't know. But your real life partner, best friend, gonna be able to take it better and don't take it personally. See, I'm not so sure about. See, here's the thing, man. First. All right, two things.
Let's get into
two things.
Man.
First,
I don't know where you're going.
First, I have to address this, man, because it ties into what he was saying, man. Mm-hmm. Where it's like sometimes you might say something, and then someone else might take it left. You know what I'm saying? Where you be like, and that wig's flying off your head, looking all crazy, girl. You know what I'm saying? And then she comes back. Oh, and that's why your daddy left when you was 4 years old, and you was crying like a little bitch. Just the other day, remember you was talking about how your daddy left you? You was crying like a little pussy ass bitch. And then you're like, oh,
the two piece there. I appreciate
it.
And then you was like,
you got the two piece.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know how it be, man. And you like, oh,
I've seen that meme.
So it's like they would, bro. Some women will go and take it personal. They'll dig up your most vulnerable moment, whatever that is. That's why I'm giving you pushback, because they can dig up your most vulnerable moment. Something where you was just like real, like, yeah, man, and that time, man, and I was just scared, man. I was scared. I was never gonna don't see my mother again. And like, look at your bitch ass talking about you was scared, man. She just went on vacation and you was out there crying like a motherfucker that you were never gonna see your little mommy. Oh, you mad about your mommy? Like, bro, like women will. Women will go there if they offended, bro.
And to get personal, that was my son, mom,
bro.
We both, in the good days, we had the nice banner, and then every once in a while it'd be like a dagger. You know what I'm saying? Something subtle, you know what I'm saying, but intentional. Mm-hmm. And after you get hit with a couple of daggers, you throw one of your own, and then it becomes a dagger fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just goes from bad to worse. Man, see. And like I said, I lived through that shit, and that's why I don't argue with anybody ever again.
It's a slippery.
You know what I'm saying? That slope is so slippery, my G. Because, like I said, everything can be cool 1 second, and then that dagger come in, and it's like, oh shit. Because maybe they felt like you threw a dagger.
Right. So the thing is,
you like, I ain't, me, I'm just playing, you know what I'm saying? But they took it as a dagger, so their defense mechanism is to throw one back. Yeah, and that's why the slope gets slippery.
Right, because you can't, to you it might be lighthearted, but to them they might have took it like, oh my God, you coming for my head, so I'm gonna come for your head. Mm-hmm. And I even had a situation where I, again, made a little joke about
that thing. Oh.
No. I made a joke about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to say what but it was lighthearted. It was something that she was sensitive about. I didn't know she was sensitive about it. But then she went and she said something. That's why I'm like, boy, you better than me, man. Because when she said what she said, I said, what? And then I was like, I ain't say nothing. I was like, no, nah, don't even say shit else to me. Like, don't even say shit else to me, because I'm like, nah, because I
get that fucking nerve.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, because here's the thing, we had a conversation, and I had it's always lighthearted, man. These is for the ladies too. But like, here's the thing though. Now the problem is that I had told her, I specifically told her, like, we had a conversation. And I said, hey, this is something that, like, is really, you know what I'm saying, probably like the thing that I'm like most like insecure about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I legit said that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like, for me, like, she didn't tell me the thing I joked about. Like, I didn't know, but she knew. Like, we had a legit conversation about that, and I was like, yeah, this is something that like really bothers me and something that I struggle with. And for her to like bring that up, I was like, all right.
Hurt people hurt people, man.
Yeah, man. And so it gets crazy. So I hear what you're saying.
Wait, I gotta ask the question. So when is the onus come on the partner, either party, right? When is the onus come on the partner to know your partner enough to not cross that barrier, or to speak up and be a fucking adult instead of, you know what I'm saying, shooting a jab? It's being a fucking adult. Like, hey, look, I get that you made a little jokey joke, but that shit kind of hurt me. Oh shit, mama, I'm sorry. I didn't even know. You know what? I won't say that again.
But see, that's where the problem was. If this is what I'm saying. She clearly knew that I was joking. At that point in time, she should have addressed me in that manner. Just say, hey, look, knowing triggers is the threshold. People don't always set the boundaries, right? And so here's the thing. Like, she didn't set her boundaries, and that's okay, right? Because like, sometimes, you know what I mean, like, you don't know what to bring up until it happens, right? Mm-hmm. And so, hey, look, you didn't know about this thing, and this is something that's like really sensitive to me. Let's not joke about that.
I'm letting this little Nerf gun off, and you shooting back with real bullets. Wait, whoa,
that's what I'm saying. This
is play. Right, for real.
Right, but
you came in search of the room, nigga.
Right, but if you telling me like, hey, like that hurt. If you tell that to me, I promise on everything I would never bring it up.
Never bring it up.
Never bring it up. Like, not even like anywhere near the topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had those conversations with people. And yeah, like, I would never broach the topic. Like, if you tell me like dead ass, like, yo, like that, like shit, like really like bothers me and it hurts. Like, what? Like, cause that's not my intention. Like, I'm not here Like it's for us to laugh and have fun.
Right.
So if I know that's not what that's going to result in, then I'm not even going to approach that topic. But that's what I'm saying. They want to hit you back and hit you back even harder, and that's when
communication is the key to fix everything. Be an adult and speak up, and do not throw shots back.
And I'm gonna tell you one other thing, especially when you're dealing with women. Some days it might be okay. Some days it might not be okay.
You feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
You gotta understand. You, as a man, you're gonna be more linear,
even
kill. Some women, they're gonna be here. They're gonna be here. They're gonna be up here. You know what I'm saying?
Catch on the ebb and not the flow.
Right.
If you get what I mean.
You get what I'm saying? So,
I like how I did that. That was off the top too.
That was pretty nice.
That was off the top.
But yeah, bro,
catch on the ebb and not the flow.
Not the flow, man. You get what I'm saying? So, January, like it might be cool. February, maybe not. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah. The 7th of January, it was funny as fuck.
Yeah.
The 21st of the next one, it ain't so funny, nigga.
Yeah. So
it went over here. Don't worry about it. Y'all catch up in a minute.
But
don't worry about it.
But yeah, man, you gotta be careful.
You caught it, dude?
Oh yeah, of course.
And honestly, bro, and I know people from up north are different. And that's
super different.
That's how I learned how to do the dozens, bro.
Sure.
Because I was kicking it with some dudes from up north, and they would do that all the time. And then I kind of learned from them. But before, I was just taking it because I was like, man. But then after a while, I started kicking it back. But I noticed, man, you got to be very careful because certain people, man, like I've been in situations. I'm throwing the dozens, and then next thing you know, fight break out.
Mm-hmm.
I've
seen that so many times too.
Yeah.
But back in grade school, man, when you used to do the dozens, man, it only used to be a fight if the nigga ain't had nothing better to say, or if you said something and you on the bus and everybody laughs and it's you don't never. Okay, so I tell you what, man. I said the nigga had another person growing in the back of his head. All right, so
that's funny.
So wait. So it was his cat. His cat's name was John Doe. His literal name was Jonathan Doe. Right.
That's great.
So he rode the bus with me, and John Doe used to always crack on me. So I had a super bad speech impediment in school. Right. So I had a bad list. I had to learn how to talk. So people could understand me. So Jonathan used to call me Trot Mouth, right? So get last on the bus, whoop-de-whoop. Hey, I ain't worried about you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I had tough skin, nigga. My family has said worse to me. I am not worried about what you talk about, right? Niggas laugh, whatever. I still do my thing, right? So one day, I think I was having a bad day, right? So John Doe was like, oh, Trot Mouth on the bus, da, da, da. I said, man, shut your ass up, man. You got a whole nother person going behind your head, nigga. The whole bus erupted in laughter, right? John Doe wanted to fight me. Man. I said, look, bro, when we get off this bus, I look at my nigga Chuck. I said, yo, if we get off this bus and he get the best of me, you better jump in, nigga. Because John Doe was bigger than me. I think I was a freshman. This nigga was like a junior. Yo, fam, this nigga's bigger than me. Hey, fam, look, if we get off this bus, man, and he get the better of me, your ass better jump in too. Like, Chuck, yeah, nigga, we about to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass whooped. But that's not the point. I stood up for what I believed in, man. You know what I mean?
But see, here's the other thing too, bro. They hate it way worse when the quiet nigga roasts them.
Yeah, because I was a quiet dude.
Because they never see that shit coming, bro.
On,
and it's way more because it's yo, this nigga don't never talk.
Not only was it funny,
yeah,
it's coming from that person.
From that nigga, it's way worse. But to your point, man, that's why bro, I just kind of stayed away from it, even though I did indulge in it when I was younger. Because it's bro, it's one of them things. He was bullying you, so nobody would
talk about him. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what but you know what? I saw him not too long ago, man. It was crazy. I saw it because I was back when I was driving Lyft, so it was a while ago. So I saw him. I picked him up because I saw his name on the Lyft. I was like, I know this nigga. I saw the picture. I said, I know this nigga, man. Pick that nigga up, man. He's like, yo, you know in the back seat. I said, Jonathan Doe. I said, you still got that person on the back of your head, nigga? He said, I still see you got that trout mouth, nigga. I said, yeah, nigga. You know, we can laugh about it now, but like, you know, it was kids, man. We was fucking kids, yo.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as it's all in good fun, cool, you know what I'm saying? In that situation where I felt like he had that shit coming, like some people had that shit coming, right? You know what I'm saying? Cool. But like, I'm not just going to engage, like me personally, like I don't try to engage because I just know where that goes. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, if you're too good at it, you lose.
Yeah.
Because if you're too good at it, then they're going to get mad. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like, wait, hold on. So if I'm really good at this shit, you going to fight me? Like, you get what I'm saying?
I used to be one of the motherfuckers that talk this shit so you would fight me.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to push people buttons. Like, I know exactly what to say.
And then I used to hang around, you know what I'm saying? I used to hang around a lot of people who used to get joked on. So college, right? Freshman year of college, Dev, right? Me and Dev super tight, right? But Dev got a head like E.T., man. You know what I'm saying? And Cass was calling him E.T., bullying him around in the dorm room, man. Like, yo, he was in the dorm room. His roommate was in there. He left the dorm room. His roommate had people in and out the dorm room, man. So this particular nigga, his name is James Brown, right? So James Brown, yeah, right. So James Brown came in the room. He got the little mini fridge on his side of the room. James Brown went in his mini fridge and ate his dinner, right? Dev is pissed off, but Dev can't fight. Dev calls me. Dev is like, yo, this nigga James Brown, blah, 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 woo, woo. I say, all right, my nigga, I'll be over there. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you go out like that. Hell no. I get over there, man. I get over there, right? Boom. So, Keywan, his roommate, right, sitting over at his desk, right? I walk in there. I was like, yo, where this nigga James Brown? It's this big ass football nigga. This nigga like 6'2", you know what I'm saying? 240, right? This big ass nigga sitting on Keywan's bed. This nigga stand up talking about I'm James Brown. I look at the nigga. I said, all right, come outside, nigga. Right? So we used to have fight night in Baines' dormitory, right? So the dudes stayed on the 9th floor and the 8th floor. The second through the 7th was women, right? So the 8th and the 9th floor was dudes, right? So we would call both elevators up. Somebody would stand in both elevators and hold the elevator so the cops couldn't get up there, right? And niggas used to fight right there in the breezeway, right? So look, I got my homeboy Curry with me. I used to have that little sling backpack. Y'all remember them shits? Yeah, I had that shit, but the ratchet was in it. You know what I'm saying? So hey, bro, hold this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to goddamn get down with this nigga, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my nigga Dev can't fight. This nigga James Brown, I ain't gonna fight. I'm gonna lose my residency. I said, nigga, meet me outside by the Union then, right? So I take the stairs and get down quicker, right? Stairs on both sides of the hallway, right? I take the stairs and get down quicker, right? So whole circle, everybody that came out. I'm talking about the girls from the dorms and everything. Everybody out. We forming a circle. We waiting for James Brown, man. Cops pull up. I just start rapping. What y'all kids doing out here? Oh, no, I'm just rapping for him. You know what I'm saying? James Brown done called the cops, man. He come out after the cops done came out. Tell me, so you still want to fight? I said, you bitch-ass nigga, man. Get the fuck out of here, yo. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, you get people who can't stand up for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like bullies. You know what I'm saying? I hate a bully, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it if you joking on somebody, you know what I'm saying, they can't joke back. All right, cool. You poking fun. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get tougher skin if you gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? But you do something to somebody, I hate that shit, bro. You disrespect somebody's personal space, I hate that shit, bro. You know? All right, enough of that. Let's move along. Oh, yeah. Attachment style. Y'all do the test?
Yeah, I mean, I had already did it.
D, did you do the test? Did you do the one I sent you? It was only 2 minutes.
I did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I had yeah, I already did one, but I did another one just to kind of go through it. I don't really know how I was gonna. I mean, D told me to throw this in the topic, but you know, it's just kind of interesting thing to kind of just like know what your attachment style is, and also, you know what your apartment attachment style is. So there's, for those who don't know,
apartment
attachment. Did I say apartment?
Yeah, you did.
I went apartment. You said partner. Your partner's attachment
Yeah,
style?
your partner's
Oh,
attachment style.
I was about to say, what the fuck we talking about an apartment for?
No, I was saying know your partner's attachment.
Yeah,
your partner's attachment. Okay, got you. I was confused as shit.
I was like, what? Apartment? No, I said
your
your partner's attachment style. Yeah. So for those who don't know, there are four different attachment styles. There is secure, anxious, avoidant, and fearful. So you guys both did yours. So mine's is I did another one. So we kind of broke it down, but in this one that you sent me, it kind of said the same thing too. Mm-hmm. Which basically I'm a secure attachment, but I'm like borderline avoidant. And the last time I took the test, it was also like that. So it's like I'm in the secure, but I do have like avoidant tendencies. And I think like for me, it's because what it is for me is that I'm not afraid to approach certain topics. Like I'm not afraid to have the discussions, but it's like sometimes it's like I can't have it in this way.
Right now. Yeah.
That
was fucking me up too.
That's like my thing. It's like Pam, like we can have this conversation, but just not right now. Or like we've been talking about this for too long. I can't like.
Yeah, I've given enough energy.
I gave this too much energy. You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of like my thing, where it's like, and with other tests, there's like more questions and stuff that kind of like go into it, and some will give you like a paragraph like breaking down everything if you do like the full thing with like it's like 50 questions or something. But anyway, so basically, the long one will give you a paragraph kind of breaking down like, you know, things about you and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's basically like me. Like I have a secure attachment styles, but it's just like, I'm just like one of those people, like I need time and a place. And like, sometimes I just don't have the mental capacity to deal with it in that moment, but I will get to it eventually.
Right.
Who's next? Dave.
I'm avoidance.
Oh shit.
But like you said, like some of the questions they was asking, like I don't have a problem talking about my emotions.
Yeah.
Maybe not in that moment.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't have a problem doing it. Yeah. You know, I know I'm emotional. I'm a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be overly emotional. So a lot of times when I'm in certain situations, really.
Oh, my bad. It made me think of the song. It made me think of the Virgo song.
No, but you know, it's like the way they had the questions is like, if I have to answer it now, you know, it's this way, but how I really am, because y'all know me. I talk about personal shit all the time. A lot of times I need context just to make sure I ain't fucking tripping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind, you know, doing that stuff, but I do, and I've told you this before, I got abandonment issues.
Yeah.
From my childhood. A lot of people died on me when I was young. So it's hard for me to like connect with people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was younger, there was a stretch where I didn't connect with people at all because I was tired of all my friends dying on me or leaving. You know what I'm saying? And that was a long time ago. It's not as bad now, obviously, but you know, I still think about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they put me on avoidance. I'm like 5-10% of people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow. Yeah.
Because it says something about like I look for certain things, but I'm not willing to give what it takes to get those certain things.
See, that's interesting. All right, so I took 2 tests, right? So I took the 2-minute one that I sent you guys, and I took another one that was 5 minutes. So I had to look on ChatGPT to find some free ones. So I took one that was the 2-minute one.
The first. Yeah. That was crazy. Is I never ran into one that you had to pay for. So I was like confused. I was like, wait, this one you got to pay?
Yeah.
But like
I assessment fee, I was like, oh shit, I ain't wasting my time with that shit.
Because I want to say I've taken the test like multiple times.
Yeah. So I took 2, right? So I took one that was 2 minutes, and when I sent y'all, and I took another one that's 5 minutes. So I'm full blown avoidance. But the way that it broke down avoidance for me is that I value my personal time, right? My personal time is not a negotiable factor. You know what I'm saying? Like I rely on myself more than I rely on other people, right? So like I'm not gonna go to my partner with a problem. No, I'm gonna figure that shit out myself because what the fuck does that have to do with you? You know what I'm saying? It's an issue that I have that I need to fix. You know what I'm saying? And that's my mindset. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times it's, you know what I'm saying, people, you know, like if I have a partner and they're trying to reassure me on some shit or do some, fam, I don't need to do nothing. This is a me issue. It's not a you issue. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say that, I mean that shit. Like don't try to do anything else extra. Don't try to find another way to approach it. This is a me issue. I will figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? If I need help, I'll ask for it. But 9 times out of 10, I can figure that shit out on my own. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I was raised. I'm first of all, I'm the firstborn out of 2, and me and my brother are 10 years apart. We are a decade apart. I had to figure that shit out on my own. I didn't have an older sibling to look up to get a blueprint. I was the fucking blueprint. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times when I'm doing shit, my dad went to college and didn't finish. My mom only went to a 2-year college. I had to figure that shit out on my own. They couldn't tell me how to do FAFSA. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure that shit out on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fam, it's a lot of shit in my life. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, I just had to figure that shit out. I didn't have anybody to tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? First of all, because I was too young and stupid to reach out to somebody like Prime's parents. Reach out to somebody like you know what I'm saying, one of my other homeboys' peoples, you know what I'm saying, that have been through it, you know, somebody that may be a year or 2 older than me, you know what I'm saying, to try to figure that shit out, right? No, I figured that shit out in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to ask questions to get to the result I wanted or whatever, but yeah, but I'm full blown avoidance, bro.
All right, so since we all got a little bit of avoidance in us, and what I have noticed is that most guys tend to be more avoidant. Women tend to be more anxious. At least from what I noticed. Avoidance, the withdrawer, positive but unstable view of self. They say negative or insecure view of others, right? So I guess prime reason I hate to get in a relationship because I try to fix my issues and my partners, and I have a hard time asking. So I do for myself no matter what. Okay. Yeah. So basically, you know, we're avoidant because we have a negative view of people. Independent, self-reliant, makes sense. Fearful of intimacy, so we don't want to let people in.
And that's, yeah, I could say that's true because I give people just enough.
Yeah.
I do give people
elevate
just enough.
Self above partners. So basically, we focus on us, and you know, you got to get on my time, not the other way around. Use dependence as a sign of weakness. Shit. Honestly,
It's factual, bro. Hey, yo.
Because I remember when I was young, like when I hurt my leg and I needed crutches and I couldn't get around, that shit bothered the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because now I have to depend on somebody else to move the way I wanted to move. Yeah. When if I didn't have these crutches, I wouldn't, you know, I could move freely. So I could dig that.
Yeah. And I think, bro, and that's why I feel like a lot of men end up in the avoidant, because it's like I feel like that's more of a man thing to, like, you know, like the hate to depend on someone. You know what I mean? Where it's like women are a little bit more open to depending on someone. You get what I'm saying?
It's because women are used to people helping them too.
Yes, right.
Well, women build a community faster too.
Yeah, that is also true. And here's the thing, right? A lot of times when we did look for help, what did they say?
Nah, suck it up.
Nah, suck it up. Figure it out. You the man.
Figure it out, man.
You gotta figure this out on your own, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how we were kind of trained. Set rigid boundaries, so we may put some walls up.
Yep.
Challenges diverse perspectives. We all do that.
Yeah.
Seek distance, avoids attachments, avoids or withdraw from conflict. So here's the problem with this, because I wish I had that. I wish I knew where I did that other test, but I had another test, and it kind of broke down like which attachment styles like kind of like work
well together. Yeah.
And so here's the thing, right? the problem.
Avoidance, I think avoidance and disorder were the two that work well together. Avoidance and disorder, and then.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I did disorder too on the second one.
Yeah, it's another one that works well together too.
So here's what I did know is secure. And I'm trying to remember this. I know secure can work with both anxious and avoidant.
Yeah.
And the problem is avoidant and anxious, they don't work. And I think a lot of people fall in those two categories.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the problem. Like if you're in that category and you're dealing with, because here's the problem, right? Avoidant personality wants to withdraw from a conflict. An anxious person wants to figure that shit out right now. So you guys are like complete opposites of each other. My instinct is to avoid and deal with later. Okay. But with life situations and getting older, I learned to stop doing that. Learning I can depend on some people. Definitely not anxious. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you're okay.
Being self-aware is important.
Being self-aware.
For sure.
So anxious, they lean towards dependence, and you lean
away from
it, and so that's a problem you're gonna like run into. And from what I learned, for the most part, for the relationship to work, usually one of y'all have to be secure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't both necessarily have to be secure, but like one of you guys have to be secure in order for it to work. So that's the problem where it's like, because I know I have avoidance tendencies. I've dealt with a lot of like anxious women, and that's where that conflict is. And so I
want to say something, but it's going.
Yeah.
I don't be terrible. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. I don't know too much about the disorganized, fearful. This is, from what I understand, it's more of like hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to try, but then they're like, I don't know, they get to it in their head and they fall back. Yeah. So
yeah, I did a test twice, and one of them was avoidance, and the other one was disorderly.
God damn, bro.
Well, actually, the first time I took the test, the screen just said "fuck."
Okay. That's funny as hell, yo. Yeah, I'm glad we took the test, man. And we was able to talk about it, man, because it gives good perspective, man. And it's kind of like, so I want to ask y'all. So this last question before we get out of here. So when you saw the chart, where did you see yourself landing? Did you see yourself landing in where you saw on the chart?
Yeah. So man, I gotta go back and look. But I this is probably like my third time doing this test. So, but I knew what I was worried about, and I wonder. I can't remember. I think at one.
I need you, Noodle.
Lord,
why do you call her Noodle, yo?
She's got a noodle neck.
Hey, yo, fam, don't talk about my cousin, man. You want to fight, bro? You gonna fight or you gonna avoid conflict, nigga?
Avoid conflict.
So
hey, yo, God, Noodle neck is crazy.
So I know at one point in my life I was full blown avoidant. But like I want to say like the last few times I've landed in the secure area, but it's still, I'm still like, it's funny, like over like the last like 5 years, because I think I've taken it 3 times in the last 5 years, and I took it like once.
It changes too.
It does. It's just like your love languages,
right?
Those shits change all the time, man.
Yeah,
like, what you want at 25 is not what you want at 35. Bitch, don't touch me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'll take my one.
No, that's your second one too.
What? It's not my second one. What I said before?
Yeah, it was.
I've been saying it all night.
He did 3.
I
got 1.
This my one.
I promise you. I'll send it to you.
Okay, you ain't gotta send it to me, bro. I believe, bro.
It's been a $6 night so far.
It's been a $6 night. Hey, yo, we racking them up tonight, right before Ramadan.
But yeah, like I want to say, like for the past like 5-6 years, I've been like I've been insecure, but like borderline. Like I'm still like every single test was like, yeah, you're right there at avoiding.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's just kind of like, to me, it's just like being open to like, different kind of like attachments, and I think that's like something I gotta like work on and really just expressing myself. I think that's really what it is. I feel like where I'm at right now, I don't think I'm really gonna change to get like more closer to secure. I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. But what I've learned is as long as I communicate what my things are, like, hey, and express it in a way where they can understand, like, hey, I do want us to have this conversation, but can you please just give me the day to like sit on it? You get what I'm saying? But the problem is I deal with a lot of like anxious attachment style women. And they're like,
no, you don't talk about it now.
Yeah. And that's the problem.
I ain't got no filter.
Right. And that's where they have and that's where they have to come closer to the secure attachment style to be open to what I'm putting down. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that's really what it's about, is just like having your attachment style, but also like being open to other people's attachment style. So where you guys can have an understanding with each other.
Yeah, I looked at when you sent the chart, right? When you initially sent the chart, I was like, yeah, if I took this test, I'm full blown avoiding. You know what I'm saying? I already knew where I fell. You know what I'm saying? In there, and the test told me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I took 2 tests, bro. Like I took a short test and a long test. You know what I'm saying? Or a medium test. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, well, I'm cool with the results because I knew where I was gonna sit at because I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know my dealings with my past partners. You know what I'm saying? To where it's like, yo, I've always been dependent, and it's like, I do avoid relying on others. So yeah, that's me all day. That's when they were asking the question, I was like, fuck about relying on people. No, nigga, false.
Super false.
Yeah, is it a super false on there?
Yeah.
Like, yo,
on that one, yeah, I put like highly disagree with Kevin Line. I was like,
super false. Nigga, like, yo, nigga, I handle it myself. Like,
I thought about it because the thing is, like, your life lessons tell you, sometimes teach you can't depend on people like that.
Yeah,
you want to, I want to, but my life lessons has taught me like that's not a good idea. You know what I'm saying? So I have to change my answer, or I expect the same thing to happen.
Yeah. Good talk, fellas. Good talk. All right. So this question had came up now. So I want to frame it. I want to frame it for you, right? So Shorty invites you out, right? Now, the spots that you all are going to are closer by her place of residence, right? On the way to the spots, you have to pass her place of residence, right? Should she drive? Should you stop at her house, and should she drive? I already know the answer you guys are going to give, right? I know the answer that I'm going to give, and I feel like we're all on the same accord. So what I'm going to also ask is, should she offer to drive? Should she offer to drive?
Hold on, say it again. Give me the scenario again.
All right. You are going to
A destination,
right?
And you have to pass
the
destination.
House. Yeah, it's the destination. It's your shorty house. It's your house, right? You have to pass her house to get to said destination, right? Now, at the end of the night, you could be going home, back to your house, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that. At the end of the night, you could be going back home to your house, right? Right. So she's taking you out, right? So you go to her house, right? Now, I know as men all in here, we gonna drive.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. So the audience is, we're gonna drive anyway. But do you expect her to ask to drive?
I don't expect her to ask, to be honest with you. And in some situations, I wouldn't mind if she did drive. In some situations,
Right?
But initially, I would be the one saying, "Hey, I'm gonna scoop you, and we can go to the spot from there."
Okay, all right. But what I'm asking is it okay? I'm gonna ask: is it courteous? Is it courteous for her to ask?
I don't think so, because most women don't like to drive any fucking way.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
usually,
true. That's
and if we're gonna be honest, most of the time, depending on the female, she'd say drive her car.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm still driving with just using her vehicle. So,
okay. I mean, and that's a courteous action because you're not using your gas. But I digress.
Well, I mean, some women just like they want to be in their car, but they don't like. I know a lot of women, don't like driving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, you can use my car type of thing. You know what I'm saying. So that usually gets offered more times than not.
So all right. So if it's a situation, I think it kind of depends on like how early it is in the relationship too, because it's the thing, right? Let's say like I got to go past the spot. Like let's say the spot is in the middle. Right now, in the beginning of the relationship, I might drive past the spot, go pick up Shorty, and bring her back. Now, depending on like,
I'm picking up what you put down.
Now, if we later on in the relationship, I'm like, hey, look, it's gonna take me like so long to get there because I gotta drive 20 minutes past, 20 minutes back. Hey, do you mind just like meeting me out there, and then we can, whatever. And then if we go somewhere else, we can just leave your car and then drive my car or wherever, and then come back and get your car and boom, boom, boom. But like that's like later on in the relationship stage.
But either way, you doing the drive.
But either way,
Either way, you doing the drive. Okay, I'm gonna add a caveat in there, right? You coming from out of town. You coming from a state away. Say you coming from, I don't know. Let's say you coming from South Carolina, right? You come from South Carolina, right? You got to go home, get right. Go to her house, right? At that point, she's aware of all of this, right? Do you expect her to just make the offer to drive?
If I'm coming out of town to her city,
yeah.
Here.
Well, no, y'all live in the same city.
You just happen to be.
You just happen to be coming from out of town.
Oh, okay. I would expect it, but I wouldn't be mad if she didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I would expect it, but I wouldn't be mad if she didn't.
Okay. Because I think that it might be an empty gesture. It might be an empty gesture, right? But the rise of concern, like, oh shit, nah, my man went out and he coming from out of town. He drove early this morning to make sure he was at my place on time to, meet up with me. I'm gonna make the offer to drive. Even though I don't want to drive, I'm gonna make the offer to drive. And I know him well enough to know that this nigga not gonna let me drive. He gonna drive because he gonna drive. You know what I'm saying? Like I think sometimes it's just the act of asking. It's just the act of asking means a lot more than not asking at all.
Yeah, no, like I feel that like there's been certain times, man, like I'll go out of town with a shorty. Yeah, there are moments like that. Where like we're driving like 5-6 hours. And like we might talk about like, yeah, I'll do half, you do half, and I just end up driving the whole way.
Right. Like, yo, fam, I'm of the ilk of like, okay, I know I'm probably better behind the wheel. So I'm gonna make sure that we get to our destination safely. Here's that avoidance coming in, right? Not depending on other people, right? So here's that avoidance coming in, right? So because like, all right, I know I'm gonna get us there safely. So I don't want to have to avoid, have to depend on you making the right decision if a motherfucker cuts you off, right, and then slams on the brake. I don't want to depend on that. I know how to handle that situation. So I'm gonna drive. Because if I fuck up, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? If it's an accident, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily it's my fault, but like I could have found a way to avoid said shit. You know what I'm saying? If something happens, I know how to handle it. So yeah, that's where my avoidance comes in. But it's just nice to make the offer. Yeah. It's just nice to make the offer. You know what I'm saying?
Now with all that,
I prefer the gentlemen. Yeah, absolutely. And all three of us literally up here just said before we ignited the question, I already know we all gonna drive. But it's just nice to have the offer sometimes. It's nice to be like, hey, man, I drive. You know what? You ain't gotta worry about it. I got it. You sure? I got it. I said I got it. You know what I'm saying? I might sound annoyed, but I really appreciate that shit. That's avoidance coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we don't want to depend on niggas, but like, T.
Jamerson, if we traveling, I'm driving or I'm going to sleep. Well, can drive.
All right. I ain't never rode with T. I ain't never rode with my cousin before. I don't know if you can drive, cuz. But
with that said, a lot of times we gotta see if you can drive sometimes to give you that trust level.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, like you said, you know, a lot of times we prefer to do it ourselves. But if you can drive, because I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I'm above letting a woman drive. Like I have allowed myself to be on the passenger side because I can't see sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I just got glasses not too long ago, so if it's raining and it's dark, nigga, I can't see. You better drive. You know what I'm saying? It's better for us for you to drive. If we're in an environment where like neither one of us is familiar with, I'll own that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If we're in an environment where you know how to get from point A to point B, I trust you to drive.
Yeah. I feel like there's like
it's a trust level too.
Yeah, there's a few situations where I would like let the girl. She said I do live on the side.
Yeah. Now niggas who do live, we a different kind of species, man. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, there's a few situations where I'll let a woman drive. Like let's say I'm intoxicated. Or there's been times, bro, like where I'm like, yo, I'm about to fall asleep at this wheel, and so
we need.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not above allowing them to drive.
If you're like, if she's not tired, I'm like, look, you either we pull aside and just wait for a little bit because it's like I don't want to fall asleep and kill both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that. So if I'm like intoxicated or you know what I'm saying, like I'm just like super tired, or in the case where it's like I'm in a place. Yeah, like I'm in her city and I've never been there before, and it just makes more sense because like
she knows how to get from point A to point B.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I had to take the divisive violence. I'm certified. I don't know how many hours you had to take, cuz, but I said I believe you. Calm down. I got you. I believe you, cuz. I believe you. I believe you. Look, Apex police take defensive driving too, but they don't take enough hours to be out here chasing niggas. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know how many hours you took. You know what I'm saying? Look, my hands off. Hands up, don't shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
All right, man. All right, so we got a video before we get out of here, man.
Patrick over there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
With a pistol.
Come on, man.
Danica Patrick with a pistol.
I don't know where I put that video at. Where I put it at? Yep. Put it right here. Here we go.
Man who is willing to take care of you, the kids, and the household, but has no ambition worth staying with.
When you say take care of, what do you mean?
He pays all the bills. He take care of the kids. He step in.
How he do that with no ambition?
No, he got money. I want more.
You know what?
He's complacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the year when the job market is cooked, when the housing market is cooked, when people are walking away from their children, you got somebody at home that is paying your bills. He is taking care of you, and he is taking care of your kids, and you are figuring out, should I leave him? Are you cool?
Are you cool, Daddy? Are you cool?
Unfortunately, for a lot of men, there are so many women telling them you have to be more ambitious. And it's because they want the ambition to look like what they want it to look like. But his ambition is waking up every day and going to work. Waking up every day and showing up for my children. Showing up for my home, like that's just as ambitious. You know how ambitious you have to be when you are going through depression? Your girl is telling you you need to do more, and then you don't feel like you're good enough, but she don't know the mental and emotional and spiritual battles that you have and how you still trying to show up for your home. That's ambition, baby. Take a moment, read, I think it's 1 Timothy 5:8. Because what it talks about is a man who neglects his home is the same as a man who denies his faith. This man is taking care of his home. There is faith and grace in that. He is being provisional. He's still leading. So we have to acknowledge that, because if not, you're going to lose that. Like that's a gem, baby.
I make my own money. I make more than him.
Ooh.
Right?
And you said he pays all the bills?
Yeah, there we go.
And you make more money?
Yeah.
You mentioned that you make more money than him, and I want you to know that was not done by.
All right, that was the key. I didn't watch that all the way through, so that was the key.
Mm-hmm.
When she said that she makes more, that's what bothers her.
She wants more. Can I get that? Oh shit! I think she said she wants more. Can I get that? Yeah. Okay. I get it. Look. All right. I feel like Kitty and the other girl with the lots, the first lady with the lots, I feel like they were saying the same thing, just in different dialects. Hear me out when I say this, right? Because Shorty gave her the hood version.
Is you cool?
Biscuit head broad, is you cool? Is you cool? Yeah, you see, I had to stop myself. Biscuit head broad, is you cool? Because you got what all these other biscuit head broads want. Is you cool, right? Kitty broke it down through a Bible verse in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, real sophisticated, like real kitty, like, you know what I'm saying? That's her thing. But they pretty much said the same thing. Fam, honestly, this is why that right there is why I don't rock with women that come from money. Hear me out. I don't rock with women that come from money. And secondly, I don't rock with women that got so much money they let it get to them, to their heads, right? Because they have a certain je ne sais quoi about them that makes them want more. And it's like, fam, you getting what every other woman want right here. You getting what every other woman wants right here. You want more than that? All right, so what are you willing to put into that man? Because she said that man don't got no ambition. What are you putting into that man? Because that man is doing everything he's supposed to do. He putting a roof over your head. He putting clothes on your back. He taking care of them kids. Food, clothing, and shelter, baby. That's the only three things a man is responsible for you. Food, clothing, and shelter, baby. You got a place to sleep? All right, check. You got food in your stomach and in the fridge? All right, check. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got clothes on your back? Come on, fam. Food, clothing, and shelter, baby.
I think that was her ego talking more than anything, because the fact that she had to mention that she made more money and be condescending, I think that's the part that bothers her when she talks to her peer group. She, mentions the good thing, but they always, somehow the financial dynamic is thrown into play, like how much money you got. Either that or, she's been propositioned by men that make more money than her.
Yeah.
And she's looking for an out. To step out of that situation. So that's what I got from it. Just ungrateful.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a good key there. This is the thing where it's like, and this is where a lot of women's says she wants more, but probably ain't doing nothing to be worth anything more. But see, here's the problem though. Because she makes more, she probably doesn't even feel like she has to do more. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And
exactly.
And that's the thing. And her hypergamous nature is like kicking full throttle right now. And it kind of gets to the point of like, when you making that kind of good money, she's probably also around a lot of guys who make that kind of money. And a lot of women feel, now this may be true for men, where it's like their money gives them a certain status to certain women. Women feel like their money gives them a certain status to men, and it doesn't really work that way. You know what I'm saying? Because for men, we looking at beauty, we're not looking at money. You know what I'm saying?
So we gotta pay for everything.
We gotta pay for everything anyway, and he is paying for everything.
He's literally paying for everything.
So the fact,
still losing.
So he make money. He make money. So you brag about he make money, then you brag about how much more money than you make.
Right? It's like,
you know what I'm saying? Fam.
And so part of the issue is,
I wish her husband was watching this joint right now. Hey, bro, get out while you can.
Right,
get out while you can. Get out while you can.
Yeah, and the part of the issue here is that, like, okay, one, like, he doesn't care about your money because he's already paying all the bills. But like, two, like, you're competing with him instead of trying to figure out a way to compliment him. The guys that make her kind of money probably not even attracted to her. Exactly. That's 100% true.
And we'll use her for recreational use only.
Yeah.
Oh my God, recreational use only. Oh my God.
And you can make 6 figures, ladies, and be recreational.
Recreational use only. Oh my God.
And that's the thing. She's gonna end up losing this good guy try to go for the dude who got money, and
you're a whore,
and he's just gonna pump and dump her. So it's
you're a whore.
Yeah, so it's yeah, she got to switch her mindset around, man, and because if she was really on some shit, like she could have been like, I don't know how much more she makes, but like, you know, she could only make
she didn't even have to mention that.
She didn't.
No,
and that's what the whole thing was. Her ego is involved. That's why she had to mention it.
Yeah, but yeah, like she could only be making like 10 and 15 grand more or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make more money. But it's like, dog, like if you had some resources, why don't you use that to like help him get to a place? Or like, why even worry about it? Because he's taking care of the bills, like you said.
So let's concentrate on the nuances of the video, and I don't know if y'all caught it. So my particular line of work right now, bro, I've been noticing certain things about people's mannerisms. Hey, fam, every time she mentioned money, you notice that she looked back to the crowd first, and then, oh, baby, he make money, and then went back to the stage.
Ego.
Oh, I make more money, and then went like, yo, I don't know if people notice that, like those little nuances that people do. You know what I'm saying? Like I've literally had to, you know, kind of brush up on it because I've you know what I'm saying, did it prior to, but like now it's like I'm in close proximity with people where I have to figure out if you're telling me the truth or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I just notice little things. I'll be like, damn, that shit is crazy, yo.
Said she's Tyler Perry's favorite type of story. Yeah. Said I love his choice of
words, recreational use. Yes, sir. Oh my God. Oh man, but yeah, no, like just those little nuances, man. It tells a lot. The story is more telling in her mannerisms than what she's actually saying. You know, yeah, nah, those are the type of women I try to avoid, man.
Yeah, definitely would avoid. It's a shame too, man, because she seemed like she got a good one.
She was looking for
an aim. Yeah. They said, nah, where he at?
They definitely gonna try to find that nigga and be in his DMs.
Oh man,
she don't appreciate
it. And the internet is gonna do
showing the video.
The internet is gonna do, and they gonna find her, and she done tag that nigga in at least one photo. It's a Christmas photo somewhere. She done tagged that nigga in, and they gonna find him, and they gonna find him, and he gonna leave you, and he gonna leave you gracefully, and you gonna have to pay child support.
And listen, man, I've said this multiple times.
I mean, if he's smart.
Yeah. And I've said this multiple times, man. All men are looking for is a little appreciation. Just a little appreciation. And if he doing all of that and you out here complaining, that tells me you're not appreciating that man like you should.
It ties into the last point, bro. Just the asking. Just the asking. Yeah. That's a form of appreciation. Just asking. We're not gonna let you. But just ask, you know, just ask. You know. Do you got something else to say before we get out of here?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? Disrespectful biscuit-headed broad, man.
Biscuit-headed broads.
Got a little B words, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. We doing
hold up, but with that said, like, what's the number on the B word count? Because I got a number, but I don't know if it's the same as
what's your number you got?
27.
27?
Yeah, because we did 6 today.
All right, so I'm gonna go with 27, man. I ain't been keeping count. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, it sounds about right. It sounds about right. Okay. Shit, we only in February.
Yeah. Hold up. Somebody gonna get paid after this season.
We gotta do better. Somebody get paid after this season. Hey, for sure. Make sure you remain if you are a member now, make sure you remain a member. Don't let your let me go ahead and throw it up on the screen for y'all. Because we are not playing any games this year. Right? Make sure you remain a member. If you join the gang today, shout out to Raina. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If you join the gang, that's how you get a chance to win the money at the end of the year. The link is in the description below. Join the gang. And look, this is crazy, right? As many months as you're in the gang, that's how many entries you get. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pecan Pie. She won in 2025. 2025 was hers. She was out here wrecking. You know what I'm saying? She made sure she kept her subscription up. You get what I'm saying? Look, man, it don't cost you much, man. $1 a month, man. It ain't gonna cost you much. That gets you an entry. $1 a month, man. You know what I mean?
You could feed a starving kid. No,
you can feed a starving podcaster for just 99 cents a month. What are you doing with your life? Join the podcast.
Join the game.
What you doing? Sitting on your couch right now? You're not doing nothing. Join the game.
Hey, yo, we should do that shit on the spoof, for real.
Yeah, we should do a spoof for that, yo. We should do a spoof for that. What are you doing? Sitting on the couch? You ain't doing shit. Watch the podcast.
Join the motherfucking game, motherfucker.
Oh my God. All right, but yeah, please make sure you join the game. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for the support, man.
Gang.
Make sure, he delayed, man. He all delayed, man. He had a long day at work, man. Make sure you hop in that merch store, man. Links in the description below, man. Also, make sure you follow us, man. D&D Pod on Instagram. D&D Pod on is it D&D Pod on TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, D&D Pod on TikTok. Drinks and Discussion Podcast everywhere else. Make sure you follow me, King Bach, KVNGBAK, on all social media platforms. On Twitch, you can follow me, King Bach 973. And I will agree. The number 2 disagree on Instagram. Agree to disagree everywhere else. Picture _ photography. Follow my man D on Instagram. Picturethatphotography.com. You know what I'm saying? He got pictures coming out. His pictures coming out. Also, we got one more comment before we get out of here. Oh, we got a new member. Oh, what's up, cousin?
Noodle.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Pop in the town, man. Look, man. Y'all got anything to say before we get out of here?
As usual, appreciate everybody that rep the PDP brand. As my man said, website coming out soon. Updated website coming out soon, and merch. We coming back after this break. We coming back solid
for sure, Brian.
I got nothing. Obviously, we're about to have a little break.
Yes. Yeah. So we're about to have a little break. The month of Ramadan is upon us. It's either going to hit Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. We don't know yet because it's on the lunar calendar. But we will be back.
I think they're saying Thursday.
They're saying Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's either going to hit Wednesday or Thursday. We don't know for sure, but Wednesday or Thursday. It's April. No, it's March 20th. It's over.
like
So
that.
hold on, y'all. Because I'm gonna tell y'all when we're gonna be back. Because I gotta
whatever the next Thursday is after that. So
no. It's not the next Thursday.
Tuesday. My bad.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on the 24th.
Yeah, the 24th. The 24th, we got something special for y'all, man. My homeboy EB, homie G, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be at his tattoo shop doing the podcast, man. So we're going to have a whole new venue for the podcast, man. So make sure y'all tune in. We're probably going to add some kind of nuance to it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe have 1 or 2 people we grab from, you know what I'm saying, wherever for the podcast, man. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you lock in with us, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Yeah, don't make me wait for it. I'll usually get what I want, but girl, I'll wait for this. It's a luxury, yeah. You next to me. You forget the history, leading to this chemistry. I register. Is it real enough? Is it deep enough for you? Cause I'm dropping on my guards. There's something I don't do. I'm dropping down my guards. There's something I don't do. Hey, love is cool. Seem like every time I come out I run into you. Usually I would play with my options, but girl, I'm focused on you. You know what it feels like. Really wanna feel like we can do this shit in real life. All these basic faces, baby, I'm a drifter. But looking at you now, you're the paradigm shifter. I'm talking about a frequency that most just can't tune in. Girl, they out here playing games and we cosmic and mooning. But it's something about the way you hold the room without a word. kinda high now, baby. More of an expensive taste. I'd be a fool to let you slip through my fingers in ways. So let's cut to the maybe later, and then we'll see how it goes. I want all the secrets you've been keeping that nobody knows.
Hey, love is cool. Seem like every time I come out, I run into you. Usually I would play with my options, but girl, I'm focused on you. You know what it feels like. Really wanna build life. We can do this shit in real life. Don't make me wait for it. I usually get what I want, girl, I'll wait for this. Don't make me wait for it. I usually get what I